out of your life and you still be the same because you know how much love and confidence you have in yourself, then you say you got a strong mind. Because what they say, if there is no enemy within, the enemy outside can do us no harm. What does that mean? If there is no enemy within, the enemy outside can do us no harm. What? If you create a strong enough mindset for yourself in the process of learning yourself and finding out who you are, nobody can stop you. No words can hurt you. Nobody can phase you. No matter what you're going through, you can always get past it. Dang. That's crazy. I'm on fire right now because that's crazy. Why aren't we applying this? Why aren't we doing this? Why aren't we being surrounded by the things that we need to be surrounded by? Why aren't we doing the things that we need to do to get us to the next level of life? Because it's real simple. We got all the tools in front of us. Why aren't we applying them? Like that's what boggles me. And it's just not you, it's me too. Like I really have to go into grind mode sometimes because I really be getting straight off path. Nobody's perfect here. I don't know if y'all forgot that, but nobody's perfect at all. We all learning, we all growing. So I really truly honest y'all all to try to find yourself. One thing. Tag one thing. I did it on my Instagram live. I'm doing it on here. Tag me in one thing that you find out about yourself that keeps you going. Tag me in one thing that you find out about yourself that makes you different from the rest. I want to see uniqueness. I want to see one of a kind. Be the best you can be because you are the only you that is here. But that's enough of my gems tonight. Like, can we get some fire emojis if y'all really caught what I was saying? I don't know if y'all really caught what I was trying to say. Y'all going to accept that challenge to find yourself and what finds you, what makes you, you feel me? I love it. Flames in the chat. The next lady I want to present, I don't know how the order goes. If somebody can just drop something. The next lady I want to present is she's a phenomenal woman, okay? She is incredible. I see her going chairwoman with me all the way. The tremendous growth I've seen from this woman since she started this organization until now. It's really crazy how you can see someone go so far. I actually taught her how to do pocket options, a new way of trading, and she has surpassed me in making the bag. And I can't be more happy than that. When you can teach somebody else a skill and they can really master it better than you, I love that, y'all. But no, let me stop talking. Without further ado, can we drop some gems in the chat if we ready for G to hop on this call and drop some gems for us? Can we get some gems in the chat for me one time? G, can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yes. Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yes, baby girl.
I gotta give it back to you. So much love. You really did teach me pocket options, man, and I am hooked. Sign me up. Send the link again. I am ready. Loving it. So for that and so many other reasons, I appreciate you. So this topic tonight, I have some notes, but I'm gonna really talk from the heart. I feel like this is a topic of conversation a lot of us, need to talk about and need to have. So the topic of tonight is, how do you find yourself? So before you ask yourself that question, you need to ask yourself, did I truly know myself to begin with? Did I truly know myself to begin with? So we all have this misconception that we know who we are and we have an abundance of self-love, but do you? Like, do you really love yourself? Do you really know who you are as a human being, as a woman? I think a lot of us know who we are within the limits of certain categories. So I know who I am in the family category. I know who I am in the friend category. I know who I am in the career category. But what about the you versus you category? Do you know yourself in that category? I'm talking when you look in the mirror and you see that woman staring back at you. How do you feel about her? What do you think about her? And in my 25 years here on earth, I can say I didn't truly find myself until I secluded myself from the world for about 8 months. And that was around this time last year. I worked out, I focused on school. I spent time with family and friends here and there, but my main priority was me. I didn't focus on relationships. I didn't focus on pleasing others, but instead I focused on that girl who was staring back at me in the mirror. So how do you find yourself? Put yourself first. Make yourself a priority. Embrace the qualities about yourself that other people may try to dilute. So a good example of that for me, so I'm gonna get personal with you guys, is my ability to love and care for other people. I was always loving and caring for other people when I didn't always get it in return. So it was a quality about myself that I started disliking. Why do I still treat others good when they're not treating me good? And it was something that I tried to change about myself. But throughout my journey of finding who I am as a woman and finding out who I am, I realized that's a quality that makes me me. Why would I change that? I'm not saying that I let people walk all over me, because that's not the case. But I learned that that's a quality about what makes me who I am. And how people choose to treat me is not my responsibility. My only responsibility and the only thing I can control is how I treat other people. And I want to treat other people with love and kindness, compassion, affection, because that's who I am. Those are the qualities I know I am and I want to demonstrate in everything that I do. So I encourage you to not let circumstances or how other people handle situations divert you from being your truest self. So when you come across these things, take a breath and think like, how can I react to this situation and still remain true to myself? I actually recently had someone say to me, G, you never seem angry. You're always happy. You're always smiling. You're chill. You're this and you're that. And I laugh because I am that way because this is what I do. I think about how I'm going to react to things and demonstrate my truest self. How should I react to stay true to myself? Never apologize for the things that make you you. Speak your mind, express your feelings, and y'all want to write this one down. Know that if you have to shrink your beautiful characteristics in order to feel accepted by others, you don't belong there. I'm going to say that one more time. Know that if you have to shrink the beautiful characteristics that make you who you are in order to feel accepted by others, you don't belong there. If you continuously and consistently live your life in this matter, you will not knowing who you are and losing yourself will never be an option, because you're your first instinct and you're your first priority, because you've taken the time to truly digest and learn who you are as a human being. And if you ever feel like you do lose yourself, just start the process over. Isolate yourself, protect your energy, learn to understand and validate your emotions and the characteristics of who you are. Complete this over and over and over as many times as you need to go through this. Do it until you feel as though you found your truest self. I used to, every morning as I was brushing my teeth, look myself in the mirror as soon as I was done and tell myself, you're beautiful, you're worthy, you're smart, you're caring, you're kind, compassionate, you deserve the world, you're hardworking, you're driven, you're determined. And I would consistently tell myself until I didn't have to tell myself anymore, because I just knew it. I just knew it. There is only one you in this world, and that's your biggest asset. So I hope you found value in this topic that we talked about this evening. And I appreciate, ladies, gentlemen, everyone being on the call tonight. So our next guest is a phenomenal, phenomenal woman. I want to give it up to my girl, Ari. Ari, are you here?
What's up? What's up? Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you.
Awesome. All right, first I got to give it back to all the ladies up here. Y'all, listen, when Tati was like, I want you on the call for Monday, I was like, what's the topic? Like, what we talking about? But super excited to be up here. Love the team. Let me get my screen situated here, y'all. There's a lot going on. All these little squares. All right, bet. All right. Y'all ready? If y'all ready, can I get like some interaction? Drop your favorite emoji in the chat box. All right, y'all ready? All right, let's go. Okay, so the topic is finding yourself. So, I can definitely relate, but I feel like you can only relate to finding yourself if you identify the fact that you once lost yourself. All right, so, we all have gone through life, gone through different things. And I'm pretty sure a lot of us up here can say at some point we lost ourselves, whether it was, a situation, a certain event that made us, our vision was a little cloudy, but at some point we have all lost ourselves. So y'all know the song Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. So how can you find something that you once lost if you didn't know you never lost it? So the first thing to finding yourself, identify the fact that you lost yourself. And it's just, you have to be completely 100% vulnerable with yourself that, I'm not 100% okay. I'm not where I need to be. I'm not where I want to be at all. There's something I like to tell myself. Once you realize whose you are, you realize who you are. And I'm gonna say it again. Once you realize whose you are, you realize who you are. Simply put, your identity is like found in Christ. And I'm not trying to, spin my religion off on anybody, but I hold strong to that belief. My identity is found in my relationship with Christ. So if I don't have a relationship with him, do I have a relationship with myself? Okay. So, like I said, it's normal to get lost in the sauce. The love of money is the root of all evil. People can get lost in the money. People can get lost in relationships. People can get lost in, the different things that just come with life, the different tosses and turns. But the important part is to make sure you don't get lost in the wrong thing. Now, it's okay. We all get lost. We all slip. We all fall short. But we also have to realize that every time you slip, every time you fall, it is not your fault. Okay. So it is not your fault. A lot of times, a lot of mistakes and a lot of decisions that we make come from who we're hanging around or just simply generational habits that it's up to us to break. So it's simply put, so a lot of us are plugged into foreign exchange, plugged into millennial millionaires because we want generational wealth. It is not our fault because of a generational habit that, granddaddy and all of them had with saving money. That's not our fault that we have that problem and can't save money. My people perish for the lack of knowledge, but we're here, we're getting the knowledge, so we're not going to perish. Simple. Okay, so let me get back on it. All right, so finding yourself. One thing that is really important is to make sure you're being self-aware. So this is going to sound crazy, but learn to become vulnerable with yourself. To the core you. Learn to become vulnerable with yourself. When I tell you, it took me, 2020 has definitely been the year for me of learning this. I went through some stuff, found myself in like a little depression phase, being 100%, open and transparent here because y'all are family. Went to therapy and X, Y, and Z, but I lost myself. My vision was disturbed, cloud, and I didn't know it until my friends pulled me out of that. And they were like, girl, like, we was going to tell you, but you wasn't going to hear us 100% because, you were too focused on one thing. So become 100% vulnerable with yourself. What I mean by that is like cry in the mirror. It sounds crazy, but cry in the mirror. I promise you, y'all, just hear me out. Just go cry in the mirror. You're going to look at yourself and be like, yo, you look real crazy. Then the other side of you is going to be like, yo, like you really are hurting and you really need to seek help. Or the other side of you is like, pick yourself up. Society has a way of telling us that, don't go on social media. Don't post that you're going through stuff because nobody, you're attention seeking, quote unquote, right? But the truth is, it's okay to feel how you're feeling. Okay. It is okay to be 100% vulnerable. It is okay to make a statement that says, I'm not okay. Seek help, but the thing is, just don't stay down. It's okay to fall down, but just don't stay down. And I think that's the missing piece. It's okay to feel how you're feeling, cry if you need to, but like, just don't stay down. That's just it. Okay, so Let me get back to my notes, y'all. I'm gonna be all over the place. All right, so cry in the mirror, we typically go to God and we cry when things aren't going good. And honestly, that's when you get the most sincerest prayers. That's when you get the core you're crying out because you're hurting, you're going through things. Now, y'all might not want to be open and transparent, but that is when you get the most sincerest prayers, is when you going through something. Okay, it's real hard to pray when things are going good. Don't nobody want to praise God for the good things. But when things are going bad, you got all the scriptures, you got everything that you need to say when everything is going bad, right or wrong. Okay, boom. So nothing to keep in mind and try doing is journaling. Journal yourself through the process of finding yourself. Because what you can do is use those notes, go back and reflect. When you feel yourself slipping and you feel like you're about to backtrack, you'd be like, okay, so I did the same thing, the same habit. Track your habits. All right, so don't lose yourself in life and forget to go find yourself. All right, so last little thing here. So in finding yourself, how I touched on it earlier, your vision becomes clouded. So clouded vision means clouded judgment, which leads to clouded goals and clouded plans. Now, with this being said, this doesn't mean your goals and your plans are in vain, but what this does mean is going to take you a little bit longer to get to your goals and your plans, since you have clouded vision and you cannot see the core you and you can't find yourself wholeheartedly, right? So similar to when it's foggy outside, you can see your destination. You're able to drive through your destination. You have the right tools. You got your fog lights, your defrost. You can get to your destination, but it's going to take a little bit longer. If we're all in this to run the play, why aren't we doing every single thing mentally, spiritually, emotionally to run the play? Okay, so just make sure y'all are being 100% in tune, finding yourself. Just identify where you first lost yourself. So my upline always said, people don't often fail in life because of a lie that was told to them, but because of a truth that they failed to believe. Thank y'all. Love y'all, ladies. Thank y'all for having me. Yeah, I'm out. That's it.
Yeah. Yes. Amazing. Go ahead, girl. Say something.
Look, I was just going to introduce my girl because I was like, look, I was about to skate.
You about to skate?
Oh, I'm not skating no more. That's of the devil.
Oh, all right.
Okay, but nah, so the next girl, my girl coming up, y'all. Now she crazy. She real crazy, but she got some knowledge. So make sure y'all got your pens and papers because Shawty finna be talking fast, okay? No mercy. All right. So Naira, is you on the line, baby? Are you ready?
Yes, I am on the line. How is everybody doing? Okay, so I can't see myself like this. I'm trying to get my screen together, y'all. All right, well, I'm gonna just start. So today the topic is we talking about finding yourself. So I know everybody goes through this. Like everybody goes through this. Even me recently, I had to go through this, and I had to go ahead and take the time out to really find myself and who I am as a person. What do I want in life, and what do I need, and how can I find myself to get to my view? Where am I going? So I feel like everybody has to go through this. If you haven't, you should just take the time out to really get to know yourself and who you are, right? So I'm gonna just start off. So finding yourself means being more aware of the person who you are and accepting your feelings, thoughts, personality, goals, and dreams. Okay, where you stand on things. Finding yourself also means feeling at peace with the person you've become. So a quote that I like was, observing yourself is the necessary starting point for any real change. So some suggestions that I can give you guys to help you find yourself is step number 1, realizing who you are truly and not who you want to be. So I already have a set of idea on who you definitely want to be. It might not be who you were designed to be, but this is why knowing who you are is so important. All right. And then the second step is finding what you are good at and what you are not good at. So this might be a little difficult step in the process of finding who you are, but it's a necessary one. So sure it takes this trials and errors to find out what you're good at and what you're not good at. But you don't want to give up before you have tried many a times. Okay. So the third step is finding out what you're passionate about. Following passion of any kind is a good thing, and you may need to pay attention when it comes, because it can indicate an area of life that you need to pay more attention to. And another step I want to tell you guys about is asking for feedback. Be open and not so defensive when somebody is giving you criticism. I know me, that's kind of one of my things I kind of struggle with, because it's like, yeah, they may be saying what I need to hear and stuff like that, but you be like, I don't want to hear that, or they might not be saying what's true. But no, for real, like, you should really just take criticism. You just never know when somebody is telling you something that you need to hear to flip your whole life around, right? So you can change your whole life if you believe and know yourself. If you take the time out to find yourself in a soul search, the world is yours, right? So another question I was asked before, are you finding yourself or creating yourself? That's a good question, right? So what does it creating yourself mean? When we tell you to create yourself, we mean become the person that you have always wanted to be. Finding yourself is already existed. The hard work is going to become this person that has already taken place. Just take the time out to find yourself and figure out who you are, because it's important. It's important to soul search, right? So the next lady boss that I'm about to bring out, she's a phenomenal. She's definitely one of my good sisters. She's a great leader and a supporter, and I love her energy because she always bring it and she always dropping gems. Give it up for my girl, Felicia. Felicia, where are you at?
I'm right here, sis. I want everyone to drop some fire emojis for Naira, because sis just tore that up. And for all the lady bosses, I'm so proud of everyone, how everyone has grown, as everyone took accountability to be hopping on these calls, because we know life comes. And a lot of people be like, you know what, I got something to do. But I really appreciate all the women that hop on this call, because you don't know how this call is affecting other women. You don't know if your gems can take them through the week. You don't know if your gems can actually change their life, right? So today we're talking about finding yourself. And I feel as though a lot of us go through seasons where we don't know if we are planted or buried. I'm going to say that again. We don't know if we are planted or buried. When I say buried, are we going to let life's struggles attack us? Now we're at level 10, right? Life hit, boom, we at level 9. Life hit again, boom, we at level 8. Now we're just working all the way down to we're at ground zero. We're going to just sit there at ground zero and be like, you know what? Life done took me out. I'm going to just sit here because life is life. I can't deal with it anymore. Right? So then, are you planted? Are you standing still? Are you standing firm in your affirmations? Are you standing firm that you believe that you are here for a purpose? You believe that you are here to set people financially free? Are you here just knowing that you have a purpose in life and you need to help others reach their goals? Are you here knowing that you can be someone in this life and help others? Do you know that? Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm looking at Tati face shaking her head. Yes, sis. Do you know that? Drop a 1 in the chat if you know you are here on this earth for a purpose. You know you have stuff to get done before you leave this earth. You know that. You know you got some self analyzation to do with yourself. You know you got some self-reflection to do. And that's okay, because we're all growing. No one is perfect, right? No one is perfect. Just know when we are under, does not mean it is over. When we are under certain circumstances, okay, you know what, I lost my car, but I'm not going to let me losing my car affect my whole year. I'm going to figure out a way how to get a new car. Even though it may be hard, even though I know that it's not going to happen right away. Who's to say it's not going to happen right away? That's you lacking faith right there. That's you. What do we speak about? Affirmations. What do we speak about? Speaking it out loud. So when it's going to come from our mind into our hearts, into the physical. That's what we always preach. So how dare you say, I don't know if I'm going to get a car. I don't know if I can make the event. I don't know. No, I'm going to get there. I don't care if I got to hop on a spaceship or a rocket. I am going to get there because I know I have a purpose in this world, right? So I need you guys to type in the chat. Under does not mean over. Under does not mean over. Just because I'm going through a financial situation, just because I feel as though I'm a little sad right now, just because I feel as though these struggles in life are hitting me too hard. Under does not mean over. And y'all, it's all about perspective and where you are and where you see yourself. What do we always say? You got to see yourself there. Even though it may not be right here, you got to see yourself there. If you see yourself being a chairwoman, if you see yourself owning property, if you see yourself owning that big house for your mom, if you see yourself owning that Lamborghini, if you see yourself owning that Range Rover, what we say? Write it out, make the vision plain, run with it. Boom. If you got to print out a picture, print out that picture so you see where you see yourself going. Because if you're not doing these affirmation things, if you're not doing what your leaders are telling you to do, if you're not just in life, if you're just going through life, just like a little, what's some little dandelion things that be flying, just wherever life takes you, that's not gonna work. How you expect to be great and you just floating through life? You know what? If life pulls me this way, I'm gonna go that way. If life pulls me this way, I'm gonna go that way. No, you gotta stand firm and be like, you know what, so we got goals accomplished. If we gotta go goal 1, goal 2, goal 3. That's the order we're gonna go because I need to get to where I need to get to. Right? And imagine yourself being like a tree, right? We are trees, we have roots, right? And I drew this little presentation, y'all, because I want y'all to understand when we are growing, no one can see underneath the surface. Only us. I don't know if y'all can see this, y'all. It's a little wrinkle. But look, y'all, I don't know if y'all can see it. Type of 1 in the chat if you can see it, y'all. Just let me see a 1. Okay, I see 1. Okay. So look at this. Underneath the surface, no one can tell what you're doing on the inside. No one can see if you're growing on the inside. No one can tell you if you're growing or not. They cannot determine your faith. They cannot determine where you're going to go. Y'all, look at this seed. This seed started as a baby seed. Now you see you're growing. You are hitting your goals. Even though they may not see you, even though they may not see it does not matter because they are not you. You are grooming yourself. It doesn't matter what they say. Now look, you're building roots. What does root mean? Roots are building your character. Just because you got knocked down one time, okay, I got knocked down, but I got up again. My story is going to be heard by someone and it's going to actually help them get through life. Now you're getting more roots. Now you see the surface. They're starting to see the surface. Oh, what they was talking about them Forex kids? Oh my gosh, they actually out here doing it. Oh shoot, someone just hit Chairman. Oh shoot, someone Chairman 750. Let's go. Someone just hit Chairman 750. They don't see the underlying work right here. They don't see that. They only see the outcome. They think we crazy because we out here planting these seeds right here, right? They think we crazy, but they don't see the outcome. They don't know what's on the inside down here. This is a character. We out here changing our character. We out here building stuff for ourselves. We out here creating financial freedom, but it's okay. They don't see it. It's okay because we gave them the opportunity. It's not like we kept it for ourselves. It's not like we kept it for ourselves. We tried to share it. That's okay because when they come back and they want a chance, we're going to be welcoming them with open arms. You know what? But when we told y'all before, you could have been at our level. We tried to help, and that's okay. It is okay because we are here to spread the love. We are here just to help everyone in general. And like trees, y'all, we are planted. Wait a second. We are planted. Wait, I just lost my train of thoughts. And we got to realize also, no matter what the world is throwing at us, we're going to bear fruit. What do I mean by bear fruit? Just like a tree. God has us in a tree, right? And God is a water. Peep this out. Now, don't trees need water to like get some nutrients or something? Now, we are planted close to God and God's the water. We don't need the rain. We don't need somebody to water us. We got the whole source right here. We're just leaning on him. I'm going to say that again. We are the tree, right? The biggest tree, an oak tree, right? We are an oak tree, right? I see you, Tati. We are an oak tree, right? So now we got the source right here. God's the water. If we are leaning on God, who's to say? Who's to tell us something? God's the source. We right there with him. We ain't rejecting him. We ain't all the way over here. We the oak tree right here, and here's the water. And God's just pouring out the gems. God's just pouring out the blessings. Because you know what? We are manifesting in him. We got nothing but faith. And we are letting that faith work through us. And with seeds, when we plant our seeds, y'all, it goes seed, time, harvest. God ain't say he's going to plant a seed, and then he's going to, out of that seed, he's going to make you a big old forest. He didn't say that. It takes time. Just because you prayed for something one day doesn't mean it's going to happen tomorrow. I'm not saying it can't happen tomorrow. I ain't saying it can't happen. I'm just saying for everyone to be like, you know what? I prayed a week for this miracle. I prayed a week for this blessing. It ain't still pop up. Who is to say, just if you would have prayed one more time, who's to say God was going to pour out that blessing? If you would have went another step, who's to say God would not have granted you that blessing? Sometimes you got to take the time to be like, you know what? I'm a harvest. I'm going to take the time. I'm going to do all the groundwork first. And then I'm going to get my blessing. I know my blessing is coming. So why stop? When you hit a bump, why stop? Why are you slowing down? We should be going full force every single time. It doesn't matter what life throws at you. We don't heard too many people's testimonies with life. A lot of people has been through a lot of stuff and they still went through it. What is your excuse? Some people's stories are, I would say, not hurtful, but like it really triggers you something in your heart. Like, dang, they really just got through that. And then you sitting back here complaining while they pushing through their trials and tribulations. They're pushing through their heartache and stuff, and you can't push through. You can't even put one foot on the gas to get through the light. You can't. Because you sitting here worrying about what he said, what she said, oh, my situation. I'm sorry, but bunk your situation, because everyone has a story. Everyone has stuff they go through. And who's to say, why are you limiting yourself? Why? You're just like a potted plant, right? You got yourself right inside of a box. You got yourself in the box. You ain't the oak tree no more. You not the oak tree no more. You ain't getting the source from God, because you're not by the water. You're putting yourself in a limitation. Now you're limiting God, right? God, I don't think you can do it for me. I'm gonna put myself right in this box. And who's to say you're gonna put yourself right in that box? Now you're blocking all your blessings. You're blocking all your blessings by putting yourself in a pot. Instead of just sitting there being still in your little oak tree, being still, be an oak tree, and get it from the source. If you're praying for something, keep praying. If you're saying something's going to happen, keep saying it till it comes to the physical. Keep saying it. And just remember, God doesn't put you in places to take you out. It's to make you. It's to make you. This right here, these roots right here is for character building. You're building your character. It doesn't matter what they say about you. It doesn't matter what they say about your goals. You're building your character. You out here planting seeds. Plant your seeds. Who's to say they're not going to flourish tomorrow or the next week or next year? You don't know. We are, to be honest, we're not God. We're not. We can't. I can't sit here and tell you if it's going to flourish or not. You gotta stand still on yourself and say, you know, I know it's going to flourish, but it's in God's timing, not in my timing. It's not in my timing. I can't say, well, I can't. You know what? You know what you got to say? I know it's going to happen. I know it's going to happen. I just got to keep pushing. You know what? I ain't see it happen today, but I'm gonna go a little harder today so I see it produce tomorrow. Even if I don't see the vision clearly, just know I just went harder from yesterday. God, you saying you want me to go harder? I gotta be a track star. I gotta be a track star and keep pushing. All right, this is the last thing I'm going to say. With finding yourself, are you planted or are you buried? Are you letting your situations bury you? So now you can't even find yourself. You let all this stuff bury on top of you. Now you feel as though you're just getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Are you? But are you? The real question, are you planted? You're sitting here with the source of God. You know God's going to pull you through because you're finding yourself. You know what you got to do at the end of the day. You know you got to hit your goals. So stay plugged into the source. Don't let the outside world tell you, you know what? Why are you doing that? Those are the planted people. The people that throw negativity towards you, they ain't connected. They right in their box. They planted, and that's exactly where they want you to be. Planted in your own box where you can't figure out how to get out. At the end of the day, guys, I love y'all. I'm gonna pass this back to Taki, and y'all take these gems and run with them. Don't let nobody try to disappoint you, shake you up, get you upset. Take these gems that every single one of these ladies has dropped on y'all and run with them.
Jeez! Oh my God! Can we get some fire emoji in the chat? Can we get some crowns? Can we get some hearts? Can we get some gems? Cause yo, that these ladies lay it on us tonight. I am so happy and grateful now that I just am surrounded by a whole bunch of chairwomen and chairmen. Understand that, y'all? Cause these are some chairwomen on this call, y'all. If y'all did not get anything out of this call, back next Monday because we got some more gems for you. But that being said, I am so happy and grateful now, guys, that we are at the top and we are impacting so many lives. I appreciate everyone for getting on this call and hearing our words. Please come every single Monday to hear our ladies drop their gems. Thank you all tremendously. Have a blessed and amazing week, night. I'm gonna catch y'all.